Well, this is as time will permit for us to have some of the vehement opinions as he contributed his thoughts to the issues in the news. Having talked about the projections from the Independent Petrol Marketers Association of Nigeria that starting today, the pump price of PMS across cities in Nigeria will be pegged at 935 naira, with credits going to the arrangement made between Dangote Refinery and the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association, particularly with MRS outlets to pioneer this move. Away from that, we've also looked at the call on state governments to intensify restrictions with palliative distributions in line with safety protocols, following the demise of 57 Nigerians in 4 days across Anambra in Okija, at the Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Abuja, and also in Ibadan, where the sad incidences occurred. We continue to extend our condolences to the families of the deceased and pray that God will grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll also join our correspondents across cities in Nigeria to reflect on the mood within Nigeria in a build-up to tomorrow, Christmas Eve, and the day after, Christmas Day. Stay with us.
Now here's some exciting news. ADBN is everywhere you are. Stay connected with us across all our social media and streaming platforms for exclusive news updates, captivating stories, and more. Join the ADBN community today via our various platforms on Avo TV app, ADBN Channel 121, Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Limex World TV app, ADBN TV. Get the latest news straight to your phone. Join our WhatsApp channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated and never miss any part of the experience. Stay in the conversation with us across our social media handles on X at ADBN_TV, Instagram at ADBN_TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV_NG, and keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
Welcome to the Niger Delta, a region of incredible beauty and stark contrast. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich cultural heritage, this is a place where history and modernity collide. But beneath this serene surface lies a story of struggle and resilience. The Niger Delta is the lifeblood of Nigeria's economy, home to vast oil reserves that fuel the nation, yet it is a land where the people fight for their share of the wealth. Join us on the program Niger Delta Today as we explore the heart of the Niger Delta, discover the vibrant cultures, the struggles for environmental justice, and the stories of the people who call this place home. This is the Niger Delta, a land of contrast, a story of resilience, a journey of hope. Don't miss our exclusive series, Niger Delta Today, every day at 12 noon, only on ADBN TV. Witness the untold stories, experience the journey, be part of the change.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, they are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
The global business is never static. Watch the market report on ADBN TV for business information, latest happening business deals, government economic policies, stock, crude oil and commodity trading, financial upstick and downstick, and the world of organized private sector. The market report showing on ADBN TV 1 to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. The market report bringing you up to speed in the business world.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
If you are not a judge, you are not a judge.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, they are the one the government should first face.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
Welcome to FCT in Focus, your window to the vibrant heartbeat of Nigeria's capital. We dive deep into the core of the FCT, exploring how key policies and decisions shape lives across the city. From exclusive insights into the FCT administration to voices from the streets, we bring you stories that matter. Catch FCT in Focus every Saturday and Sunday at noon. Tune in for the latest stories directly from the nation's hearts.
Welcome to the world where innovation meets opportunity, where ideas become empires. This is Market TV.
I am Idorian Flannan, and every week I'll be taking you inside the dynamic world of marketing and commercial business.
From groundbreaking startups to big businesses, Market TV brings you the best pricing and latest goods on display.
It's all about understanding your audience and staying ahead of the trends.
Witness the creative processes that drive the various brands.
Join us as we dive deep into the strategies that shape the commercial landscape, from streets to traditional advertising and social media. We cover it all.
Whether you're a seasoned professional or an aspiring entrepreneur, Market TV provides the insights you need to thrive.
This show gave us the tool to turn our vision into reality.
So, if you're ready to master the market, tune into Market TV every Saturday at 6 p.m.
Welcome back to a Monday edition of Morning Express in the Yuletide season. The big question I asked myself getting prepared for the show this morning is, how many Christmases have there been since the inception of Christmas? Well, it's particularly interesting to note that it is not just Christmas since the 20th century, because even non-Christians celebrate the end of the year. Come to think of it, since January till now, there have been a lot of challenges in Nigeria, and having surmounted them to be here at this point in time, it deserves some celebration. I believe we agree. Well, having said that, we're looking to join some of our correspondents in the field to give us a reflection of what the Christmas atmosphere is, or should I say, the end of the year atmosphere is, in the cities where they report. Now we'll be crossing over to Uyo, the capital of Akwa Ibom State, to join David Isong, who is at the Christmas village in Akwa Ibom. It is a center in the city where there is a thriving nightlife with a lot of activities. Let's look to connect with David Isong this morning. Hello, David. Good morning. Well, nice to see you. Tell us, how's the Christmas village been since it started this year?
Been yeah, I can hear you. I said it's been eventful. We've seen good influx of Aquabomites gather here since the 1st of December up to today being the 23rd. This Christmas village already started during the era of Chief Dr. Godswill Akpabio during his time as a governor, and since been kept the same way it has always been. We've even had we've been having series of Christmas carols. That time it was called 9999 until it was changed to a Cribum Christmas Carol. So ever since then, even up to this year, the Christmas atmosphere in Aquabum has been nothing short of amazing. Crowd, everybody. You need to be here every day from 5 p.m. You won't even see space to even sit down. So it's always interesting. It's always eventful.
And
It's always
particularly, I know it's
eventful.
also a custom to the Christmas village in Aquaibum to have stands. And I saw a few seculars making the round about the price at which those willing to participate in having stands at the Christmas village went for. I don't know if I'm correct, that there's been some
Yeah.
level of discounted prices by the governor of the state, Pastor Moeno, to afford those willing to sell their wares at the Christmas village be able to afford to do so.
Yes, initially, as of last year, each stand here was leased out at 200,000, per stand. But as of this year, the governor slashed it to 100,000 naira. Slashed it to 100,000 to accommodate a lot of Aquabomites, a lot of business owners who wish to, sell off their drinks, their chewables to Aquabomites. And I can tell you, it's actually very easy for some people who sell like suyas, all these meat suyas, chicken, bole, like we locally call it. They are leasing it out to them at 15 naira per spot. So it's actually innovative, and this is something thought out from the initiative of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, which is in line with the Rise agenda of Pastor Moino. And this speaks volume to Aquabomites, because Aquabomites now have a tourist attraction aside from the usual sites we've been having. This one alone is a hub that brings together a lot of Aquabomites, not just from Uyo, from other local governments. And interestingly, every day from 1st of December to the 31st, it gives local governments in Akwa State an opportunity to showcase their culture, everything that makes them unique. Local governments like Abak, Senodum, Itemekbo, all of them, they have each day to showcase their culture and their diversity. And this is really remarkable. If you ask me, it's really remarkable. So I think Akwa Ibomites have been given an opportunity to, you know, enjoy Christmas in a different way than they used to.
Now, in terms of those who might not be from the local governments, which you've mentioned, but youth populations that have talents, are there also nights on which they are given the stage to exhibit their talents?
Yes, if you can see clearly, this is the stage provided here at the Christmas Park. Now, this stage houses a lot of talent on a daily basis. People come here to showcase their talent. They come here to showcase their skills. If you're a singer, if you're a comedian, if you're an artist, whatever you do, you have the opportunity to come and showcase your talent. And of course, the soon to be held Pepper Soup Carnival of ADBN will be held here on this stage, and people will also have an opportunity to come and showcase their talent, to showcase their skills. So in terms of showcasing what you have, this place also gives youth the opportunity to showcase what they have. And also behind this stage is another stage where all the 31 local government areas have a day to showcase their own culture as well. So that one also gives people the opportunity to showcase their talent and their skills to the rest of the world to see.
Now, my last question before I let you go is in terms of the Christmas mood. A lot of complaints about the hunger and how tough things have been economically this year. Would you say that it's been reflected at the attendance in the Christmas village or around the city of Uyo in general?
Um, for I don't know, it might be wrong for me to give out figures, but from my attendance here yesterday, I can tell you that things are quite affordable. Okay, a bottle of beer that is sold outside is almost similar to what is sold here. There is no much difference. Maybe few items are a bit influx in prices, but it's almost the same thing as what you'd get outside that is happening here. So there is no much difference. Though the economy is rough on a lot of people, but even the sellers, being leased a spot here for 100,000 naira for 1 month is enough for you to recover your funds and then still sell off your items to people to buy at comfortable and reasonable price. So far I don't think there is any there is any form of hardship in terms of buying items here. It's just normal, the same way you get it outside. So everything is okay.
Well, thank you, David Isong, for keeping us abreast. We'll also stay in touch with the Pepper Soup Carnival as itemized on the calendar for ADBN Television to be featured at the Christmas Village.
All right, no problem.
Now, it's interesting to look at Christmas across Nigeria through the lenses of our correspondents as we look at Christmas in action, the Yuletide season across Nigeria, our special feature on the program this morning. We have other correspondents queued up to join the show, but still staying with Uyo Akwa Ibom State, would look to join Simple Iwat, who is at another major city center along the Ikpa Road axis where you have the University of Uyo this morning as he joins us. Well, just some points to take away while Simple looks to adjust his camera. David did tell us that the governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Dr. Pastor Mweno, in his magnanimity, slashed 50% of the cost of the stands at the Christmas Village. Now, and whilst I hear correctly that he's at the underground flyover, not yet at the location, let's join Simple Iwat. Hello, Simple. Good morning to you. Hello, Simple. Can you hear me? Or is the connectivity under the Itam flyover a little bit husky for you this morning?
Good morning, Vito. Good morning. Actually, the connectivity is not as bright as I expected. But regardless, I'm here. And Merry Christmas to you, Vito.
Thank you. Compliments of the season as well. Itam is known for its very lively and busy atmosphere, especially at this time of the year, with one of the major markets located there and the hub for travel. Most transport companies are all located around the Itam axis. Is this the reflection this season, or is there a reduction in the number of transporters looking to go about their business?
Actually, this year's Christmas celebration has been quite quite low. Let's put it that way, quite low, because the activities are not as bubbling as they used to be. Everybody is just celebrating on a low key. Even the decorations, if you can see from my background, it used to be like an epicenter of Christmas decorations in the city of Uyo. But at the moment, you can see it's just a few decorations basically in the town flyover, and this is not what we're used to be really honest. Not what we're used to. We are used to seeing multiple decorations, plenty Christmas lights, lots of things. People come here to even take pictures in the town. But this year's one has been quite underwhelming. But regardless, the Christmas is going to be celebrated, and everybody is going to have a good time.
Now, talking about some of the traditions, like you said, the Christmas decorations are the ones that set the mood for the festivities. But in terms of the people in itself in Akwa Ibom, we just left David at the Christmas Village. Would you say in your interaction across the city, people are complaining more about the cost of living, or are they more happy that they have seen another year coming to its close?
From my interactions with people, I would say that above all things, in the midst of the whole economic turmoil, I want to put it that way, people are very grateful that they've seen the end of 2024. 2024 has come with its own ups and downs, and regardless of whatever people might face, the most important thing here is the gratitude that people have seen the end of the year. Although they believe that things can be put in place to make the standard of living much better. But the most important thing here is the gratitude. That they are happy. There's another Christmas. In fact, while I was standing here, one man was dragging his boat in front of me to go and slaughter, and he was just laughing. He was really happy that he could even afford to buy a gift. So these little activities just show that amidst everything, people are much more excited that they've seen the end of the year, they've seen the Christmas of 2024, and they are looking forward to a much more prosperous 2025 with a better standard of living. That's how the atmosphere is in the US.
Well, I would have asked you your plans for Christmas, but unfortunately, we're not afforded the luxury of taking the holidays. But in terms of some of the activities on the part of the government to commemorate the holiday, we'll be hoping to come back to you to monitor the 50% transport slash. If you remember, which was done last year, where some transport companies in New York keyed into the federal government's initiative to afford Nigerians transportation cost at half the cost. So I don't know if you've heard news about this, or you're the go-to guy we'll be coming back to get this information in the course of the holiday.
At the moment, we've not heard of any transport slash from the government. The only one I heard is the one in Calabar, where the governor gave free transport service, free public transport services to the people. But in New York, we've not heard of any transport slash. In fact, all the bus drivers, they even made a rule that they will not collect 100 naira from you if you are going. They will not get no distance is 100 naira anymore. It's now 150 and above. So there is no transport slash. But regardless, if you look around, everywhere is busy. People are moving, and it doesn't even look as if they are affected by the no transport slash from the government. Everybody is very busy. The market, in fact, coincidentally, today is our market over there. Very, very busy. People are buying and selling. People are preparing for Christmas, and the activity is just, the energy is up. Everybody is very, very busy over there.
Well, thank you very much, Simply What. Do enjoy the Christmas holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Well, it's interesting to note that coincidentally today is the Itam Market Day, and much like Simple Iwat said, though the people in New York are not anticipating any transport slash, in Calabar there is a transport slash. Regardless, it is business as usual. Now, leaving Uyo, let's cross back to the FCT, where we have Kenneth Olajide on standby in Kubwa to tell us what Christmas in action feels like this morning. Hello, Kenneth. Welcome to the program. How are you doing?
Good morning, Bito. It's nice to be speaking with you this morning.
Well, bring us up to speed. What's the festivity like in Kubwa? Would you say you can see Christmas in the air?
Okay, so the vibe in Kubwa currently seems to be a bit low, but surprisingly enough, I happened to stumble upon a farm. I'm currently at a farm, as you can see. I'm currently at a farm, so basically people surprisingly are buying a lot of chicken. We've had a lot of complaints here and there, but people seems to be in the buzz of festivity.
Now, I'm talking about the chicken, because we did see a circular about the price of chicken being higher than it was last year, and turkey as well being over 150,000 at this market in Kubwa. Can you tell us the price of an adult chicken?
Okay, so the owner of the farm caught me up to speed about the amount. Currently, if you have nothing less than 12 to 25,000, you won't be able to buy a chicken, and this is just going for the medium, the normal size of chicken. Nothing too big or extra, spectacular.
That's why on the lighter note I said an adult chicken. So if I understand you correctly, okay, medium size is 12,000, and those they call the adults are 25,000 naira.
Yes, exactly. The ones that are adults are from 25. They are about 25,000.
Could you just kindly flip the camera so we see some of the sizes at the farm you're in?
Oh, sure. So this happens to be the medium ones. I don't know if you can see very well.
Yeah, would make do with the visual though.
This happens to be the medium ones. There are more at the other side. Let me make my way there now. It's a big farm, I must say. So these are the adult ones. Let me make my way there.
Whilst you make your way there, it's also important to have this question in mind, because we're looking to find out from the owner of the farm as well. Would they say patronage this year, regardless of the price, has been commemorable, or as compared to last year, where the prices were not as high as 12 to 25,000 naira, they had more patronage? So it's a question.
Sorry, could you come again? Could you come again?
I said it's a question to keep in mind. I'd like you to find out from the owner of the farm how comparable patronage is this year as compared to last year, and is it a factor of the new price, 12 to 25,000 naira?
Okay, so I'm currently being joined by Madam Adedeji Chinemerim.
Yes.
Sorry for spoiling your name. So would Mr. Vitoria would like to find out what the price has been from you made mention of earlier this year.
Yes,
It was the previous price. So could you walk us through it how everything has been?
Yes, the previous price was as low as 12,000. 12 to 14,000, but now we are currently buying seeds for 28 to 29,000.
Now, the patronage from your customers, has it dropped considerably, or is there no difference from last year and this year?
Okay, so he's asking the patronage from your customers, has it dropped from last year to this year? Have people been buying?
Well, it's quite funny to note that people are really buying chicken this year compared to what we are hearing outside. No money, but they are buying. Honestly, they are buying. Most people will tell you that I can't keep myself. I cannot stay from January to now and not get myself good gifts. You get? They have to. They want to just make themselves happy and encourage their family. And
so surprisingly, people are buying.
They are buying.
Okay, wonderful.
The only thing they will say, the price is high, you. Can we pay? They just say, please cut it down for us so that we can buy. Then I'll tell them we have affordable ones that like the size. Instead of buying the biggest, they'll go for the medium or the smaller one. Or they are buying.
Okay. Wonderful.
Well, I must thank Madam Chinemere and Kenneth Olajide. Thank you for bringing us up to speed on our little market survey at this poultry farm in Kubwa. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Nice talking with you, Peter.
Pleasure's mine. Well, in keeping with more correspondence, do not forget it is Christmas in action through the lenses of ADBN correspondents across major cities in Nigeria. Now, at this point of the show, we'll be crossing over to the ancient carnival city of Calabar, the capital of Cross River State, where we have our correspondent Frank on standby to bring us abreast with one of the most bustling cities and a tourist attraction at this time of the year. Hello, Frank. Good morning. All right, Mr. Frank, do check that your video connection is secured. We can hear you, but we cannot see visuals. Now, whilst Mr. Frank looks to set out his visuals, like I said, Calabar has been busy with a 30 days calendar marking the end of the year in what is known as the Calabar Festivals, highlighted by the Carnival Calabar. Well, the UGSWN Sports Stadium has been agog with different lineup of events. And just to wrap it up from yesterday with the Christmas Gospel Showdown in Calabar at the UGSWN Stadium, where notable gospel artists in Nigeria did perform, marking a build-up to Christmas in itself on the 25th. I hear that the calendar in Calabar is even quite packed with more events to highlight this time of the year. And we'll be looking to get from Frank's perspective as compared to last year with events in Calabar tagged the Season of Sweetness. Is there more continuations in this regard with the theme for this year's Carnival Calabar? Hello, Frank. Can you hear me? Oh, well, Frank, I'm trying to get you, but could you steady your camera for a minute so we can be certain our connection is secure? We still can't hear you. We can see you now, but we can't hear you. Check that you're not muted at your own end. Well, whilst Frank looks to sort out his connection there, it's also important to note that, like we heard from Simple Iwat, those in Calabar enjoying some discounted travel within intercity routes as announced by the governor, Senator Prince Basio too. Now, Frank, it may seem as though your audio is still muted. Can you check that you can reconnect?
Yeah, I think I'm okay now.
Yes, you are. Compliments of the season, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much from Calabar.
Now, Frank, Calabar this time highlighted by the Calabar festivals and the carnival events. Is there an improvement in the attendance this year? What's the city like? Are there an influx of travelers and visitors at this moment?
Yes, as you can see, I'm at the popular Etabo street in Calabar, which is known for all kinds of transport companies. I'm actually behind the popular Calculus transport company. A lot of vehicles are loading and moving to different locations, going to Goja, Ifom, to different parts of the southeast, and across the country. A lot of vehicles are loading and moving. The good thing about Calabar is that while people are loading and moving out, a lot of people are also coming in because Calabar is home to a lot of great people too. And some people who are not even from Calabar have made this place their home. So we are expecting a lot of people to move in before the commencement of the carnival. As well, the Christmas village, which is a little bit far from here, is also buzzing. From every evening, you see a lot of young men and women, different businesses setting up and doing a lot of good things, entertaining the people. It happens every day until the end of this month. So people here are well taken care of with regard to entertainment. So Calabar is really buzzing.
Now, Mr. Frank, I'd like to find out from you because usually at this time of the year, we would have seen some level of decoration along the Etabo Marian axis of Calabar. It may seem as though those decorations are not present this year.
No, they are, but unfortunately, they will not be. The daytime will not do any favor to them because they are mostly lights and they are other junctions. Like if I move down towards the popular Etabo roundabout, you will see the giant decorations. If I also move close to the University of Calabar main gate, you will see very giant decorations. So I think the government has done well this time around. But where I'm standing now is mostly known for the parks.
Yes, I agree with you. That's where you have AKTC across you and the likes.
AKTC. There is Ibom Express. There is the Calculus. A lot of them, a lot of the transport companies are located here.
Now, Mr. Frank, it's also notable to ask, there looks to be a rebranding of the intercity buses with the state colors, blue and white.
Yes,
prior to now, this was not the case.
Yes, there is, as you can see. A lot of them are rebranded and looking very colorful. They were also done just recently to accentuate the colors of the Christmas. And they have also added color to the celebration. So you can see a lot of them passing beside me here. So I might move a little downwards towards the roundabout so that you can see more activities going on around there. With respect to decorations and more people moving in and moving out.
Well, we must thank you, Mr. Frank, for keeping us up to speed on the state of intercity transport and the major parks along the Etagbo Marian axis of Calabar. We appreciate you. Mr. Frank, would be coming back to you if time permits in the course of the show, but let's see if we can cross over and join yet another person willing to share Christmas through their lenses on the program this morning. We're still awaiting our correspondents in Nasarawa. And as we have that connection, buffering will be joining Mary Ojiji to talk us through the Christmas atmosphere in Nasarawa. Hello, good morning, Mary. Can you hear me? Okay, whilst Mary's connection is still buffering, it's important to note if you're just joining us that we've taken not less than 4 inputs on the show this morning on our special feature, Christmas in Action, Yuletide across cities in Calabar. We've gone to Uyo where we had 2 correspondents, David and Simple. We also touched on the FCT in Cuba where we had Kenneth. And we just signed off from Calabar where we had Mr. Frank tell us the atmosphere around major parks in the state capital. Now let's reconnect with Mary, who is joining us from Nasarawa. Mary, kindly check that your visual connection is on.
Yes, it is.
All right, could you steady it so we can put you on screen?
Okay.
Well, compliments of the season and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning. So let us find out, would you say that there's Christmas in the air in Nasarawa this time as compared to last year?
There is actually. I'm at the Yaya Sabo bus terminal right now in Lafia, the state's capital.
In terms of those looking to commute, is there an increase in the number of persons you see at the park at this time of the year usually?
It's actually massive because I've been here for like an hour now and monitoring movements of people, cars and all, and it's really busy. It's really busy here.
Now, in terms of the cost of transportation, the fares, are there any increments as compared to what the prices were last season on, would I say, usual routes for persons leaving Lafia to other parts of the country?
It's actually fair because there was no increment. I spoke with the secretary here and he told me that there's no increments, that they do not increase price of transportation here in Nasarawa State. Anytime there's any festive period, in any festivity, they do not increase price of transportation.
Now earlier on the show, we're talking about the fact that this part of the year is celebrated by both Christians and non-Christians. And for a city like Lafia, where there's predominantly a Muslim population, is it more on the end of the year celebrations people are excited about? Or what's the mood
Everyone
like
is excited.
Usually?
It's an exciting thing for everyone to celebrate Christmas. Christmas is just like a general holiday for everyone. So everyone is excited, places decorated, and I'm at the park like I told you, so you can just see people going around and all, and it's really busy. It's really busy right here.
All right. We'd like to get your thoughts for the end of the year, more like a wish to the people of Lafia and by extension, all our viewers from across the country.
I didn't get that, please.
I said we'd like to get a Christmas message from you, more from the Lafia perspective and to our viewership.
Okay, my Christmas message is let's celebrate in peace and enough of the stampedes. We do not want to see that anymore. Enough of it. But I'm with the secretary, if it's okay with you to speak with him, so he can tell you more about the activities in the park here.
All right, very, very quickly, let's have him join us.
Okay. Sir. So I'm with him right now.
Mr. Secretary, sir, good morning to you.
He's saying good morning to you.
Hello? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, we understand that there have been no increases in the cost of transport fare. Is this occasioned by the reduction in the pump price of fuel, or was it a decision taken by the transport organization?
He's asking about the transport fare increase. That why is it that there's no increment?
The reason that traditionally we in Lafia we don't increase transport fare. We empathy with our people. We use the inscript of the name of the state capital, that is Lafia. Lafia means peace. We are using that traditional name to ensure that everyone has enjoyed the town. Also, our stakeholder also intervening in this type of season. They don't agree. When such happen like this, if we increase naira on transport fare, our stakeholder used to intervene. That is why we don't use to increase cover on what we are carried in.
Now, on the part of the union, as secretary, has there been any sensitization to the drivers to also ensure that there is good road usage during this period?
There is what we are calling embalmment. Since sensitization has already taken place since September, we did it September, we did it October, we did it December. I'm the secretary of the branch. I'm the secretary of the park. I'm used to leave my house early in the morning to be in the park to ensure that everybody does as lot with sensitization. We give you a good orientation the way you make sure that you will focus on what he is to avoid any reckless driving, especially this time from here to December time, from December time to January. Yes, sensitization has been taken since from September, October, November. We orientated our drivers.
Well, we must thank you, Secretary, sir. We appreciate you for that sensitization, and we wish you and the rest of your union a beautiful end of year celebration.
Thank you very much. But I don't know, you didn't introduce yourself here to me. I did not introduce myself to you too.
My name is Beto O'Brien. Let's meet you, Mr. Secretary, sir.
My name is Alaji Garba Arikia, Secretary.
Thank you very much, Alaji. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Bito, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, Mary. I wish you the best of the Christmas holiday.
I wish you the best too. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Christmas in action is getting more interesting. Just left Lafia, the capital of Nasarawa State, and listening to Alhaji Garbade, he says, owing to the name Lafia, which means peace, the Road Transport Union at the park which he presides over as secretary has made it a custom not to increase transport fares to afford commuters enjoy the holiday seasons at no additional cost. Now, in keeping with our roving reports this morning, we'll be going over to the coal city, Enugu, where we also have another person on standby looking to make their position heard on the show this morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome and thanks for joining us on the program. Can we meet you?
Yeah. Yes, my name is Dennis Udani and I'm calling from the coal city.
Dennis Udani, nice to have you on the program this morning. Tell us how it feels at this point of the year in the coal city. Would you say there is Christmas in the air?
Yes, there is Christmas in the air in the coal city. I will tell you with my full chest that for the first time in so a long time, Enugu is feeling the Christmas fever again. The whole city is bubbling. I wish this were to be in the night so that you see the lightings everywhere. I'm not doing the bidding of anyone, being the government. I'm not a politician and all that. But I give kudos to the governor right now for what he has done in Enugu. Enugu is really bubbling and it's feeling the Christmas once again.
No, it's interesting to hear that you had wished it was much later into the day so we can see the beautification of the decorations. Are there any points to visit? Yes. Should anyone watch and look to visit Enugu at this point in the year, are there any tourist sites that you would recommend to them?
Yes. Right now, last week, the governor commissioned the children's water park. There is also the Unity Park. There is also the Ijele roundabout that has been unveiled. There are so many tourist attractions now in Enugu, unlike before. And it's at the center of town, not like you're leaving Enugu town. They are all at the center of town. What I will do is maybe in the evening, I will do a live video and then I can send to you so that your audience can also see that Enugu, yes, is lively right now.
Well, that's interesting to hear. Another issue of concern a lot of persons are skeptical about is the insinuation that there's some level of insecurity moving towards that part of the country. Would you like to tell us how peaceful and how secure it has been since the Yuletide season set in Enugu?
Yes. Before the Yuletide season, the governor had to install cameras all around the town. The whole town is very, very well secure. We've not had any issues of one chance, kidnapping.
Well, it looks as though Mr. Dennis Udani's connection is a little bit glitchy there. But picking from what he said, the governor, Dr. Peter Mbai, in his magnanimity, has installed CCTV cameras in Enugu's metropolis to enhance security surveillance. And he's saying there has not been any incidences at the moment. It seems as though your connection is back now, Mr. Dennis. You can pick up from where you left. Well, network, I'm afraid, is not our friend this morning, but interesting perspectives from Mr. Dennis Udani, who listed none less than 4 tourist attraction sites, some of whom are recently unveiled by Dr. Peter Mba, the governor of Enugu State, to afford those within the city metropolis the opportunity of enjoying Christmas, which he says is an improvement from last year. Interesting perspectives from the coal city Enugu from Mr. Dennis Udani, who has also told us to watch out for a video in which he'll be filing in later today, showing us the ambience of Enugu city at the night time. Well, a roll call of some of the entries we've gotten this morning. We would be giving you that roll call of the entries from our correspondents, but let us also return back here to the FCT, where our education correspondent, ADBN Ibanga, is currently at Durumi, another major center for some of the festivities. Hello, Edidion, can you hear me? Okay, whilst Edidion's connection is buffering, I think Mr. Dennis Udani's connection is much better. Welcome back, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you were just telling us about the CCTV cameras for improved security surveillance before you were rudely interrupted by network. You can pick up from there.
Yes. There are security surveillances everywhere. The police vans are also seen at strategic points so that they could also help in controlling both the crowd. For the first time in months since this fuel issue started, Enugu is having traffic everywhere. As soon as it's 4 p.m., the whole junctions are crowded. That's to tell you that people are really coming into Enugu to spend the time. Yes. I was also at the airport 2 days ago to pick a relative, and it was really, really bubbling. The whole place is feeling Christmas, I can tell you this.
So I would say traditionally the 042 is 042 in this year.
Yes, the 042 that we know is back to being the 042 that we know.
Well, Mr. Dennis, we appreciate you for your comments this morning. We wish you the best of the Christmas holiday.
Thank you very much, and you guys too.
Thank you. Now, I haven't heard from Mr. Dennis Udani, and just on a lighter note for those, the 042, the city code for Enugu, the coal city, and he says it's a place to visit should you have been contemplating visiting Enugu at this point of the year. There's much improved security, and the doors to the city are open to those intending to travel that way. Now, on our roll call and our list of correspondents coming in, let's look to attempt to rejoin Edidion Ibanga this morning. Hello, Edidion, can you hear me?
Hello, Bito, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Season greetings. You at Durumi, or where are you?
I'm at Durumi too, currently.
I was hoping you could tell us more on the recreational park in Durumi, but since you're not there, just paint a picture of what the Christmas atmosphere in Durumi is like this morning.
Okay, the Christmas atmosphere here is quite bustling. People, okay, I was here like earlier on, like an hour earlier, and I saw people with their bags and they were rushing to the park to travel. So it's been busy. There's been this festivity kind of aura in the atmosphere. It's been bustling right here.
Well, in other parts we visited, we've seen some level of decoration. Are we also expecting to see any in Durumi? Are some of the city centers decorated in Christmas colors?
Okay, currently, yeah, there's no decoration. Everywhere is just as usual, as normal, no decoration. Nothing so special with regards to the festive season when it comes to the decoration right here in Durumi.
But following your interaction with a number of persons, would you say that persons are complaining about the economic issues, or people are more grateful for having seen another year?
Okay, I would say people are grateful to see another year, another Christmas that's in 2024. Although some people are still complaining of the hike in prices of goods, and transportation. Because I spoke with someone earlier on this morning, like I said, I was here like an hour earlier, and she was complaining of the hike in price from Abuja to Kogi State. As that last year was 8,000 naira, but this year is 4,000 naira. So there's been kind of complaints, but people are still grateful for the year. They're still grateful for life, of course. They would always say when there's life, there is hope. So they're grateful.
Now, in terms of preparations for Christmas, traditionally, a lot of persons would have, especially if you have children or younger ones around, bought what is termed Christmas clothes. Now, people are talking more about having food on the table. So, in terms of that scale of preference, following the persons you've interacted with, would you say there's more preference for those who are interested in buying clothing or those who are interested in buying food items?
Really, I'll say, in a normal term, where they'll say it's collabo. Okay, I'll say there's no particular preference. Children will always be children. They wouldn't understand the term economic issues and all that. So while parents are trying to get stuff for their children, like Christmas clothes and shoes, they're still also extending their hands to getting like goods and food on the table. So there's no particular preference. They just have to meet the task ahead for the sake of their children.
All right, let's get your Christmas message from you to our viewers as well and everyone at this time of the year.
Okay, I would say we are grateful for the Christmas season. We thank God for yet another year, and we pray Christ, the reason for the season, will give us hope, will give us love and peace, and there'll be lots of good news. As the Archangel Gabriel brought the good news to the Virgin Mary, we will have reasons for good news and goodness this season.
Well, we must thank you, ADBN Iba, for bringing us up to speed from Durumi this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Bito.
You're welcome. Well, in keeping with Christmas in action, Yuletide across cities in Nigeria, roll call time. We started in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, where we were joined by David Esong from the Christmas Village. Notable points he raised is a reduction in the cost of stands for persons looking to conduct business within that square. The governor, Pastor Omoeno, discounted the price rate from 200,000 naira to 100,000 naira. The Christmas Carol also was held there at the stage, with a stage for more talents in Akwa Ibom to showcase their gifts with the world. He has also asked us to anticipate the ADBN and Passion FM Pepper Soup Carnival, an item that featured on the Christmas calendar at the Christmas Village last year and will be making a comeback again this year. Still staying in Uyo, we visited the Itam flyover. Coincidentally, today is the Itam Market Day. Speaking with our correspondent, Simple Iwat, he said, before now, usually there was more decorations around the Itam flyover. But regardless, business is going on as usual. From Uyo, we left and came back to the FCT, where we spoke to Kenneth Olajide, who visited a poultry farm. And we heard that across board, the cost of one chicken ranges between 12 to 25,000 naira, depending on the size. The poultry farm owner, speaking with Kenneth, told us that in spite of the prices, she still received huge patronage from Nigerians who are celebrating the season regardless of the current economic realities. Leaving Kenneth, we crossed over to the Asian Carnival City, Calabar, where we spoke to Frank, who was along the Etabo Marion Road, home to some of the major transport companies in Calabar, where he noted that commuters and travelers are assembling and are still making plans to travel, with the state intercity buses rebranded and a transport discount from the state governor, Senator Prince Basio too, to afford commuters a much-needed respite in commuting across town. Now, also on our list of schedule, we visited Nasarawa State, the Lafia capital, where we spoke to Mary Ojiji, who was with Alhaji Garba, the secretary of the park at which she reported from. And he says, as against the usual custom of hiking the prices, parks in Lafia have kept the transport fare as status quo to allow travelers travel at no additional cost and enjoy their holidays. We also had an entrance from Edidiong Ibanga this morning, who was at Durumi and saying, unlike major cities where there are decorations, the Durumi axis in Abuja is not decorated. But regardless, parents are making the efforts to ensure that their children get the traditional Christmas clothes, regardless of what the economic times are saying. Well, we're hoping to bring you more entries, particularly from Bini and Port Harcourt and even Lagos. Lagos, which went viral, and Lagos went viral for the fact that the popular Balogu market showed images of people in the marketplace all clustered up together, struggling to make last-minute purchases just before the Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. The day after is Christmas Day. To many, they say it's just like any day of the year. And for those who cannot afford it, we're asked to manage. For persons who can afford it, the celebration should be done in moderation, with a reminder that the essence of the season is giving. Just like the Roman Catholics celebrate the gift of the Savior Jesus, who was born in a manger at a time back in the years when there was no space in the traditional birth homes. It also is one of the reasons why no matter what we're going through as a people, we still have hope. Our hope is not in the new year, but our hope is in the fact that the host of heaven would definitely provide for those who are in lack. Now, in closing, with the sad tragedy affecting those in Okija and Anambra, in the Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Abuja, those in Ibadan as well, where over 57 persons lost their life and several others sustained injuries. We're hoping that God will continue to comfort the families of those who lost loved ones. And in moving forward, we're calling on state authorities to ensure stringent measures, especially with crowd control, to avert such disasters in the future. Well, on behalf of myself and the entire production crew this morning, we're thanking you for choosing to start your Christmas week with us.